Social Security just announced the 2026 cost of living adjustment, 2.8%. That's smaller than many retirees hoped for. But what does that really mean for your wallet? If you're retired, planning to retire soon, or helping a parent manage their finances, this update could shape your 2026 budget in a big way. In today's video, we'll break down what COLA is, why it matters, how inflation and government policy play into it, and most importantly, what steps you can take right now to protect your retirement income. Stick around until the end. I'll share 3 practical strategies to help you stay ahead of rising costs. COLA stands for Cost of Living Adjustment. Every October, the Social Security Administration updates benefits based on inflation, specifically the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners, or CPIW. It's designed to help your Social Security check keep up with the cost of living. When inflation rises, COLA goes up. When inflation cools, the COLA gets smaller. For 2026, the adjustment is 2.8%, slightly higher than last year's 2.5% increase, but still far below the massive 8.7% jump we saw back in 2023. Let's put that in perspective. In 2023, retirees saw the biggest raise in over 40 years, 8.7%. It felt great at the time, but prices had already jumped 10% for essentials like food and energy. Then, in 2024 and 2025, inflation eased down. But most everyday items, groceries, housing, utilities, never went back to where they were. Now in 2026, the COLA looks modest on paper, yet your bills might still be climbing. That's why understanding this year's change is so important. As of fall 2025, inflation sits at around 3%. But let's look deeper. Housing costs are up 5%, groceries up 4.2%, and gas about 4%. Those are the categories retirees spend the most on. Many people say, I get a raise every year, but somehow it buys less. And that's because the COLA formula is based on CPIW, an index for working adults, not retirees. Seniors spend less on commuting and more on healthcare, housing, and food, all rising faster than average inflation. So even when your benefit goes up, it can still feel like a pay cut.
Let's break down what this really means for your monthly budget. The average Social Security retirement benefit in 2025 is about $1,900 per month. With a 2.8% COLA, that rises roughly $53, bringing the total to around $1,953. That sounds good, right? But here's the catch. If your rent goes up $70, groceries $40, and utilities $25, your expenses have grown more than your income. That means you could lose $80 to $100 in real purchasing power every month, even after your raise. This is the reality of inflation on a fixed income. Now let's talk about something many people overlook: how government policies affect all this. In 2025, the Trump administration introduced a universal 10% tariff on imported goods. That means higher prices for clothing, appliances, and household products made overseas. At the same time, there's an ongoing debate in Congress about how to keep the Social Security Trust Fund solvent in the long term. Some proposals include raising the income tax cap. Others suggest gradually increasing the retirement age. No major cuts are planned right now, but these debates matter because policies made in Washington ripple through every retiree's wallet. So, what can you actually do to protect your retirement income? Here are 3 smart moves that can make a real difference. Tip number 1. Update your budget. Plan for your Social Security to rise by 2.8%, but assume your actual expenses will grow closer to 3 or 4%. That way you're not caught off guard when bills keep climbing. Tip number 2. Maximize your retirement contributions. In 2025, the 401k contribution limit is $23,500. If you're between 60 and 63 years old, you can also make an additional catch-up contribution of $11,250. That's a big tax-advantaged opportunity to strengthen your savings before you retire. Tip number 3. Diversify your income streams. Even a small side income, from dividends, part-time work, or a small business, can offset inflation's impact. $200 a month from an extra source could cover your rising grocery bill or utilities. And remember, Medicare premiums tend to increase each year too, so factor that into your budget plans. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. Here's the big picture. Social Security isn't collapsing, but it's struggling to keep up with real-world costs. Inflation moves faster than the system can adjust. The good news is you can stay ahead of it with knowledge and planning. By tracking inflation, reviewing your budget, and maximizing your savings options, you're taking control, not waiting for Washington to fix it. This mindset matters more than ever. So that's how the 2026 Social Security COLA could change your retirement budget. The number may look small, but the impact is personal. It touches your rent, your groceries, your medical bills, and your peace of mind. If this video helped you understand the bigger picture, give it a like. It really helps the channel reach more people like you. Subscribe for weekly updates on Social Security, inflation, and smart retirement planning. And tell me in the comments, is your Social Security check keeping up with your cost of living? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.